Hi, I'm Spencer Dobson. When I picked up my guitar after many years of not really putting any effort into it, I really made a point of trying to learn how to do things the right way. And one of the things that surprised me was that the minor pentatonic scale, which I've been using since I was 14, actually has 5 positions. So I decided I should probably learn all 5 of them. And later, when I was talking to people who play guitar, most of them who play guitar far better than I do, I kind of joked, hey, I'm actually learning the 5 positions of the pentatonic scale, and they went, there are 5 positions to the pentatonic scale? The 5 positions of the pentatonic scale this week on Learning Curve. You will have to forgive me, I am just getting over the flu. You might want to wipe your screen down with a Clorox wipe after this episode just to be on the safe side. Now you for sure know the minor pentatonic scale. You've heard it, it's used all the time. If when you first picked up a guitar, you went to your guitar teacher and said, teach me how to rock, this is the scale they taught you. The minor pentatonic scale consists of the first note of the key, followed by the flat third, the fourth, the fifth, and the flat seventh. If you don't know what any of that means, don't worry about it. You don't have to know what any of that means. It helps. You can know what it means. You don't have to know what it means. So if you're in A, the minor pentatonic scale consists of A, C, D, G, and E. And you probably already know the first position. Look, the first position and the fourth position are going to get you pretty far. That's going to get you through most of the 12-bar blues, okay? What we're going to work on today is rounding out the rest of the scales. I'm going to show you a couple tricks that I use that help me memorize them and utilize them and incorporate them into my playing, and it's not really hard to do. Position 1 is the favorite. It'll get you through a lot of situations, as I've mentioned. The first note of the scale is also the root note on the scale, and it's on the 6th string. That makes it really easy to learn and really easy to find. This is what it sounds like. Here's some clean licks. Here's some dirty licks. Okay, cool. Now let's look at position 2. It is right next to position 1. The root for position 2 is on the D string. Position 2 also contains what is known as the BB box. It's a set of notes that B.B. King basically built his sound around. Turns out this position is great for dirty blues rock stuff too. Okay, position 3 is rooted on the A string, and it sounds like this. The thing is, there's music in everything. It's just that position 3 is not my absolute favorite position. I don't spend a lot of time here. I guess that's one of the reasons I'm doing this lesson, is to learn how to use it more. Here's what 3 sounds like with a little bit of dirt on it. You might already know position 4. Its root is on the A string. So if you're playing a 12-bar blues in A, and the A minor pentatonic scale is rooted on 5, go one string over, that's D, that's the 4th step in that scale, and that's where this scale is rooted. The shapes of the 1 and the 4 are also very similar. It's super useful. You might already know it and use it all the time, but here it is. Here's a couple of licks. Here's what it sounds like dirty. Position 5 is rooted on the E. It sits on top of position 1. It makes a nice extension to position 1. By itself, I almost never use it, but it's there. You can use it, so let's use it. Here's what it sounds like. Here's some clean licks. Here's some dirty licks. Look, I realize that seems like a lot. I'll put a chart in the comments that you can use as a reference, and just take them one at a time. And one day work on position 1, the next day work on position 2, the next day work on position 3. Just run the scales until you kind of get familiar with them, and then maybe try doing something like this to kind of push you to learn them even better. One of the things I like to do is play 12-bar blues, but base all of the scales on the same fret. Okay, so let's say for some reason you can't go down the neck, like maybe your sister was dating this guy and he got her knocked up and then he just left, and now she's living on your 3rd fret, and you're like, Gina, we told you he was a bum, but you don't listen to anybody. Now he's gone and your kid's gonna be a bum too. So you gotta stick around the 5th fret. So what we're going to do is we're going to use position 1 of A. We're going to use position 4 of D. And we're going to use position 3 of E. That way everything's clustered right on the 5th fret. Let's see what that sounds like. See, now you're doing the whole solo on the same part of the neck and you don't have to use your bus pass to get to another part of the neck. Trust me, it'll come in handy. So that's the basic idea. Let's take it and move it to different spots on the neck. Okay, let's say you can't hang out on the 5th fret anymore because, I don't know, somebody farted. And you can't go above the 15th fret because, you know, lizards. So now we're going to hang out at the 10th fret. It's fine. It's totally fine. We can work with that. Okay, so your A is on the A string, 12th fret. But you don't want to go down because, you know, lizards. So we're going to use position 3 for A. Our D over there on the 6th fret, excuse me, on the 6th string, 10th fret. So we can use position 1 for that. And then our E, if we could go down, we could do an E rooted on the 6th string, 12th fret, but again, lizards. So on the 10th fret, we will go with position 5, and that keeps us up above the 12th fret the whole time. So let's see what that sounds like. Okay, so look, you can combine these any way you want, and you can use any chord progression you want. You can put them anywhere you want. And as you get good at this, you're also going to learn that you can tie these different scales together to get runs that go up and down the neck. This also will help you figure out some really cool things to do if you're into tapping. You know, knowing stuff is good, and the more stuff you know, it's better. So enjoy this, have fun, loosen up. It's okay. I'm also including links to a bunch of different lessons on pentatonics from people that I learned from. Maybe you can go look at too. Each of these scales, you know, people really dig into it and go deep, and maybe you will too. But I hope this gives you something to work with. I hope this kind of pushes your imagination and pushes your ability to learn some stuff. If you like this episode, please like it, please subscribe. Please share it. My name is Spencer Dobson. This has been A Learning Curve. Thanks for watching.